Well, it rained yesterday, so it's muddy, and the grass grew overnight.
I'm not supposed to be playing the intro video because we're still waiting on new sponsors. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed that weather report from our local weatherman, Carl Jones. The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily those of the SCV, its GEC, any division brigade camps, or other subsidiaries. Strictly those of us expressing them. Happy Monday. Goose is back. Of course, it's the last Monday of the month, and y'all know what that means, that it is Hearth and Home episode where we bring on my slightly less attractive, much older, graying, and follically challenged brother, Adam Southern, from headquarters to talk about all the great things that are happening at your national headquarters. Like I just mentioned, though, the good news is Moose is back. And all people said huzzah.
I did not get kept in the Caribbean.
Yeah, well, I was expecting, I had money, and I was telling Moose before the show began, I actually lost some cash on his vacation. I bet that he was going to miss some of his ports of call, like his embarkation times, because I have faith in him. Not that much faith.
For those who don't know, I am a notoriously late person. I'm very slow. And you can ask Adam. I have showed up late at everything almost, or at least like right on time. There's no in between.
Yeah. So I was, like I said, I had money on it that he was going to be left behind. And much to my surprise and elation, I guess that is the correct term, that Harrison made it back safe and sound, and that he's ready for the rest of the season, because we are getting ready for National Reunion. Remember, if you have not registered for National Reunion, you still have time. National Reunion will be in Houston, Texas. Harrison, do you think you can pull up their website and look at their happy countdown?
Yes, I can.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Reminder for everyone that we're doing our 200th episode that Thursday live from the hotel ballroom, or somewhere in the hotel, depending if we can get in there or not. Very excited about that. It's been years since we've done an actual live episode. What is that? 2 weeks, 1 day? But yeah, y'all see that. SCV130.com, I do believe, is the website for the National Reunion. So get registered if you have not registered. Also, reminder, if you, like myself, if you are a delegate for your camp, make sure you have your credential form signed by your camp commander and camp adjutant before you get there. I actually called my camp adjutant earlier today because I'm the only one from my camp who is going to be representing us. So make sure that you have that. You're going to need it for voting. I believe there's only one issue that's to officially be voted on besides Adam's budget, or our budget that Adam presents. So yeah, definitely make sure that your camp is represented, and that you have your delegate form.
Very important.
Anything you want to add on that, Adam?
No, if you go to SCV130.com and they have the credentials form on their website, so you can download it straight from that website, and as you said, have that filled out, signed by your camp commander, your camp adjutant, and it will make life a lot easier for everybody.
Yes, especially those who volunteer to work the credentialing table.
Yep.
Remember, we're volunteers, except for Eric. You can be mean to Eric. But yeah, we're just volunteers, and there's a right way to handle and transact the business of our organization. and making sure you have your credentials form is the first start to us doing it and doing it correctly.
And bring your ID with you too.
Oh, we are checking IDs this year with it?
Typically they do. So
okay. When are you heading over for reunion, Adam?
I'm not sure. I think Kayla and I are going to take a couple of days before reunion and go do some sightseeing. So probably get in town about Monday.
We will be in town Wednesday. Gonna try to make it for the pre-GEC meeting. We started this last year. If we're over, so many hours away, we make a time of it, and we're going to San Antone the first couple of days. Drive over Monday and spend Monday and Tuesday in San Antonio and go to the Alamo and do the River Walk. And of course, we've got to stop at Buc-ee's.
Of course.
I mean, we're not communist or anything.
I was surprised I did not see a Buc-ee's in the Caribbean.
It's coming.
It's coming. Just give it time.
It's coming. I mean, I bet within 10 years, Buc-ee's will have its own cruise line.
I would take that.
I don't think there's anybody who wouldn't, besides maybe Carl Jones.
I do say if you are going to take a cruise, definitely make sure that you're getting what you paid for beforehand.
Actually, not Carl. Carl's been to a Buc-ee's. I know for a fact Carl's been to a Buc-ee's because I've stopped at a Buc-ee's with Carl's. Jimmy Hill hasn't been to a Buc-ee's.
How?
He's had no desire to go.
We need to fix that. All in favor of kidnapping Jimmy Hill.
Views and opinions on that one was expressed in the news. If Jimmy ends up getting kidnapped, I am not the one who suggested it.
Welcome back to the show.
So we have had I say we, but it seems like headquarters has had a pretty busy month there, Adam.
It's been real busy. I had a lot of events up there, a lot of rentals. Just finished up a big fundraiser there this weekend. We've rented the property out. You can rent Elm Springs and the grounds, and we had an event here this past Saturday, and I have some pictures in the slideshow we'll get to a little bit later showing the grand finale of this fundraiser. And it was a good event and brought new people to the grounds. That's what it's all about for us, really, just trying to introduce more people to the museum and let them know we're there.
Yeah, I will say for those who have not visited our museum in a while, make the time when it's open to go and visit. I last weekend, or weekend before last rather, was at Forest Boyhood Home, and the museum was open. And like I said last week, I remember when the museum was. I remember being at the groundbreaking for the museum. Cut my hand on a shovel. Trying to. Long story. McClooney rode with me, and he got a shovel for the groundbreaking, and I was loading it in my car and cut my hand. But so I have bled for this organization, bled for the museum. Anyway, we I remember when that happened. I remember it was first opened. I remember wondering how in the world are we going to fill this place up. And it's like every square inch almost has some type of artifact or something with a timeline, and it's really, really good looking. You've done a great job with it, Adam.
Well, thank you. And it's been I have to thank the museum committee as well. Jimmy Hill and Robert Jolson have been a big help in that. And of course, everyone who has donated artifacts or loaned things to us as well, because without them, we would still be in an empty room. I remember when we opened in October of 2020, all we had were basically 2 flags and a uniform, and without anything else, the room was pretty much empty. We had the podium we were speaking at, and that was it. So we've come a very long way from where we were, and it's only going to get better over time.
That is true. I can't wait. because it is breathtaking as it is now. I finally got to take a small tour back at the pilgrimage, and it was just breathtaking. I guess Connor didn't like that. I took a tour during the pilgrimage. But, you know, I hadn't been able to take a tour the last couple of times I've been down there because I'm usually doing something for the organization. So I was finally happy to take some time and just tour it. Adam has promised me multiple tours given to me by him, and I have yet to see any. That is heartbreaking.
You hadn't cashed them in yet. I mean, there's just IOUs out there you hadn't cashed them in. So one day you will.
I think he's back. I promise you I won't mention that I toured the museum anymore. Because he just left as soon as I mentioned that.
Well, I'm having a little bit of internet problems tonight. AT&T has been weird all day today for me. So
don't have to explain that. AT&T is AT&T. I'm not much better. I'm actually probably worse.
Yeah, well, I don't have a McDonald's that I can go to. So, yeah. All right. So let's start looking at some of the pictures Adam brought in because I really want to see what all we have or that we've gotten from or gotten, all the new updates.
Yeah.
I didn't submit that one.
Well, that's Forrest Dawes eating a thing of cinnamon roll bread pudding at Puckett's, which if they want to sponsor the show, we will happily take free meals over there. We will. I don't know about Adam. But yeah, he was very happy that Moose was on vacation.
Yeah, he got to eat in peace.
He didn't have to share his cinnamon roll bread pudding. No, that was the big thing.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like sharing with me. I eat a lot.
All right. Well, this came from past Commander-in-Chief Christopher Sullivan. He donated a couple boxes of his paperwork, all of his records when he was Commander-in-Chief of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. And also included in the boxes were reunion medals, which is great because we were missing pretty much all of our modern medals, reunion medals. This gets us pretty much complete from 1986 to present.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now we need a 1999.
99. I don't think I have one.
Well, if anyone listening has a 1999 they would like to donate to the museum, please let us know, and you'll complete us from 1986 to present. So nearly 40 years of medals there. And I know that because I was born in 85, almost 40.
Wow. That is awesome. I love the designs of the medals.
Yeah, it was neat to see the different styles of medals that we've had over the years. And some of those have taken their stylings from medals that we had in the early 1900s with the UCV. So they've kind of recreated some over the years, and that was nice to see. And
the Vicksburg one from 2013 is a rare one because the host committee, it's last row, second to the left. We actually ran out, and they were supposed to have ordered some more and sent them to people, but I never got mine. So that one is, I know for a fact, a very, very rare one. One of them more unique because it uses the Van Dorn flag.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. My first reunion was 2016 at Franklin. No, that was at 2018 at Franklin. Yeah. So that has Frank Armstrong on the medal. So
yeah.
Some of those modern ones, I got to include some of my own. If Chris or Commander Sullivan had gaps in his, I was able to help fill in some of the gaps. And good to have that collection. We have not been very good at saving our own history, our own organizational history. As far as Dawes would probably attest, we need to do a better job of telling our story. And just nice for us to be able to add that to our collection, some of our own history for a change.
That is fantastic.
Daryl Maples probably has one.
Yeah, he might.
Yes. If he's watching, Daryl, give us a medal. All right, what next? What next?
This is of course, a fiddle. It came from a Confederate veteran out of North Carolina, Private Robert Gupton, that was in the 16th North Carolina. He carried this with him throughout the war. And his great-granddaughter recently donated that to us. She's been a friend of mine for many years. We used to serve on the board of the Athenaeum Rectory in Columbia together, and she's been talking about this fiddle ever since I've known her. And the time was finally right for her to bring that to our museum, and we'll be adding it to our collection pretty soon. You see the photograph there. It shows the actual Confederate veteran. He's wearing his UCV uniform, and he was actually buried in that uniform. And on the photograph is a rattlesnake rattler, and that used to go inside of the fiddle. I don't know that we'll put it back in. We may keep it out and just to show it. But pretty neat to have this and all the family ties and stories that go with it. And I think we have a picture of me and Miss Gupton together. There she is. And she was a smart lady because she was a teacher at Culleoka School, and she retired the year before she was to teach me. So got out of there while the getting was good.
You know what the difference between a fiddle and a violin is, don't you, Adam?
Tell me, Connor.
One has strings, the other has strangs.
Yeah, that's one difference.
Yeah. Now for your musical entertainment, here's Conway Twitty.
Hello, darling.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, leave that to your dad.
This was something that was given to me at the Mississippi Division Reunion. This was given to me by past Commander-in-Chief Larry McClooney, who was an educator. And he's had this book for a long time. And he decided that the time was right for us to have this in our collection. We've got a reprint of this book, but we did not have a first edition. It was printed in 1868, excuse me. And the strange thing about it is Commander McClooney gave me this book for our museum. And then the next day, another man came to the division reunion and gave us another. So now we have two original 1868 campaigns of Lieutenant General M.B. Forrest.
Yeah, can I tell the story about the second copy we got?
Yeah, tell us the story about it.
So for those that don't know, my mother is a widow, and there's this guy from up in the Corinth area who was messaging her on Facebook, and we thought that he was messaging her for trying to strike up a relationship. And of course, I'm not going to name his name, but we didn't trust him. And he's all of a sudden, besides just, hey, how are you doing? Small talk, says, I've got this book and my daughter doesn't want it. Where can I give it? And we're like, I look at the book and everything like that. And he's like, it's a first edition of that. And I'm like, okay, well, he can give it to headquarters. And that way we can meet him and make sure he's not like, some crazy stalking axe murderer. And sure enough, he comes up to the reunion and gives Adam the book right after McClooney had given his up. So what are the odds of getting the same first edition? Well, not the same, but two first editions in the same weekend.
Right. After not having any, now we have two.
Right. I'm not going to say the internal joke that we made about, Mama Bond, but she worked on getting that for us.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mama Bond.
Although I'm sure Larry's copy was in better shape than his.
Well, both are good examples, and now we have two. We can have one open and one closed, and just that way.
Yeah.
But Mississippi Division put on a really good reunion, and we came back with some treasures. And this next picture is something that Conroe passed on to me while I was there. And this is a Centennial uniform, and it's really in great shape. We had a mannequin, we have it on the form, and I've been trying to steam it a little bit. And I really love the patch that's on the arm there. It comes from Clarkston, Mississippi, and of course it has a Centennial patch on it there. Can you tell us more about that, Conroe?
Yeah, so in 2014, I was initiated to the Kappa Alpha Order, and KA has gone. We were founded in 1865 by, I believe, at least 2 original Confederate veterans at Washington Lee, well, now Washington Lee University. And when they founded the order, they modeled it after Robert E. Lee, the genteel nature of Lee, and he's the example. And we call him our spiritual founder. And then a couple years later, another gentleman named Samuel Zinnis Alman, another Confederate veteran who's buried at Stonewall Jackson Cemetery, redid our rituals and things and modeled us after Lee, and of course Lee being the cavalier man that he was, also the Knights Templar of the Middle Ages. And we always had a strong tie to the Confederacy. Well, as just like many other institutions, KA has gone woke, and things where 30 or 40 years ago, we had Old South Week or Dixie, what's now called was called Dixie Week, but the guys would dress up in Confederate uniforms and parade through campuses, and now that's too offensive. So we were ordered to get rid of some of our memorabilia, and one of those at Delta State, Clarksdale's in the heart of the Mississippi Delta. That was one of the uniforms that, of course, was used during the Centennial, but also was passed down from KA to KA, and I saved it from being completely destroyed in the trash. So that's how we got it, and I've been trying to downsize my collection of books and autographs and paintings and things of that nature. So I was like, I asked Adam, do we have one? Adam said we don't. I'm like, well, we need one because the Centennial was a very important part of our history, especially the section where, when Confederate was cool. And I had a whole one, which it's very rare to find a whole one. I saw where in Brandon, my hometown, a couple weeks ago, just the coat was on sale in an auction and raised $75. So I was like, well, this is a whole one with the pants and everything like that, so no telling what it's worth or when we'll find another whole one. So that's how I ended up with it and how headquarters ended up with it.
Well, thank you for that. We'll be getting it out pretty soon. This came in just this past Saturday. Gentleman from Tennessee collected medical instruments, and you see all the different bone saws and scalpels and other items of torture there. Several different medical cases. These are all just beautifully cased too, and all the instruments are in great shape. This one was made in Knoxville. It seemed like there were a couple more that were made in Tennessee, which is cool for me to see. But see what the next one looks like there. And that one was out of Knoxville as well. But he used to do medical programs about medicine and amputations and surgeries during the war between the states. And he was very meticulous about these artifacts. And it looks like he would bag them up after every presentation, which is great because these still are very surgically sharp. You don't want to be careless when handling them, and no telling what kind of 19th century diseases I might catch off of them if I did cut my like I said, beautiful cases, and looking forward to adding these to our already displayed medical items that we have in the museum.
We have a very, very good medical display.
We do. Tom Wood is responsible for that, and Tom has kind of like this gentleman from Tennessee. He's done several programs on that at reenactments and other places. So he had the knowledge and the equipment already and made a great display for us. And we're looking to add to it.
And now I think I saw this one earlier. And
yeah, this book, want to brag on one of our SCV members, Dr. Samuel Mitchum. He has a new book that comes out tomorrow, and this is a new addition to the McCain Library at headquarters. And he had already published the Encyclopedia of Confederate Generals, and this is now the Encyclopedia of Union Generals. So good job on this, Dr. Mitchum, and we'll be having this on our shelf pretty soon for people to read and research with.
Oop.
Well, bragged on my peonies a couple of weeks ago, but I want to tell everybody about my marigolds. And I know Connor really doesn't know much about flowers, but he does. He knows other things. But
yeah, I don't know much about flowers, but I know that your marigolds needed some watering last weekend.
Yeah, they've gotten plenty of water here lately, so they're looking good in front of the museum. So I wanted to brag on my landscaping and my flowers and my wife that plants all those. So looking good right now. And I know Connor likes to hear about the peonies and the marigolds. So.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between them.
I can't either.
What else we have here, Moose? Oh, and inside we have new arrangements in the dining room and the entryway and the parlors, thanks to my beautiful bride. She's been updating some of our floor arrangements for the seasons inside. And this is our dining room at historic Elm Springs. I think it looks very nice on the table. And just outside the dining room window, and I don't know if we've ever shown this on chat before, but if you go to the next picture, I think you'll see a brick. And if you notice in the brick, you'll see some writing, and that says J.D. Todd. And James Dick Todd was one of the first children to move into Elm Springs. His mother was the sister that Elm Springs was built for. And he was also the first person from the property, from the family, to pass away. And he was 21 years old when he died, and he was in New Orleans. Now, some people say that his father went out and carved his name in the brick as a memorial to his son. That's just what some people have said over the years. I think that the son probably wrote his name when he left. He wanted to leave his mark on the house. I can see me being 21 years old and going out and writing my name in the brick. But whatever the case, his name is there, and it's just outside the dining room window. So next time you're there at Elm Springs, go and look for it. It's a good scavenger hunt.
We need a museum scavenger hunt.
We have one. Yep. We have.
Really?
Yep. Jimmy did one, and there's actually prizes. If a kid wants to do the scavenger hunt, they can go around and find the different clues, and they win a prize after they turn it in.
What if they're just a kid at heart?
Well, we'll let you compete. I'll give you a sticker.
Oh, I like stickers. I
do like stickers. I will put it next to Audrey.
I'm not going to ask about Audrey, but okay.
He's got a plant, and he's never seen Little Shop of Horrors and everything like that.
I have never seen it, but it was just a coincidence. But I think it was funny. I like it.
Well, that's all that matters, that Moose likes it.
Coming up on July 26th, we have two events. The first being the Rebel Rouser Cruise In, and that's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This will be the fourth year we've been doing this. It's a cruise in. It's not a car show, so you don't have to pay any kind of entry fees. You just show up. If you want to show your car off between 9 and 2, we'll have some food trucks there. We'll have some vendors, hopefully. And of course, the museum will be open from 9 to 2 that day as well.
Can you just cruise in?
You can just cruise in, and then you can cruise out if you want to. And then this is the second event on the 26th. Starting at 7 p.m., we'll have 2 bands playing on the front of the house. The first being Mercury Red, and the second called Metal. And they will have food trucks, vendors, and fun for all ages there. And this is a free concert. And I haven't decided if the museum will be open that night or not, but maybe if we have a big crowd, it'd be good to get people in there and see the museum. And we'll definitely have some cigars. Yeah, the cigar truck will be there on site. If you want to show up and have a cigar with us and see some classic cars and hear some music. So
why can't you ever have that fun stuff when I'm up there?
Hey, you can come up on the 26th.
It's either go up there on the 26th or go to National Reunion.
Oh, you can just take an extra week off and take your time going home.
Yeah, Connor.
Well, you don't have to go. You won't have to go north to Tennessee to get back home from Texas, will you?
No, I won't.
You can go the roundabout way home.
Go the roundabout.
Yeah. Hey, Cindy, if you're watching, or Susie, if you're watching,
who's ready for a road trip?
Susie always is, especially after our fun time in Nashville.
Oh, yeah. I heard about the fun times in Nashville. I missed y'all. I got like notifications only at certain times of the day. And so at like at 2 a.m, my phone starts blowing up with Facebook Messenger. And everybody was telling me how much fun they had at the Forest Boyhood Home celebration.
Great time.
And everybody was asking me if I fell overboard yet.
Well, I was, like I said, I had money going that you would have.
Technically, you won it because I was late twice. I put the boat behind schedule by an hour, and then it started off the cruise 20 minutes late. Moose. But let's take a quick commercial break real quick. This commercial break is sponsored by scvchat.com. If you want to get some information, of course, check out our special videos of the month, some of our favorite archive videos, watch episodes live, which I just realized I didn't set that up for this episode. That's on me. I'm a little rusty. Give me a bit. And see so much more information we have on there, like our Patreon, our T-shirt store, which you should get for the 200th episode, and the Moose Hunt, which has that information on there as well, and so much more. Please check out scvchat.com. And again, if you want to support SCV Chat, if you want to take us to the next level, if you want to help us stay on the air and continue to push the envelope with better and new content, please go check out our Patreon. For just $10 a month, you can support us.
Can we just say new content and not give them false hope for better content?
I don't know if that's a lie. We've gotten better at this. We should. It's almost been 5 years. It's somewhat better, I guess. And of course, we now have our sponsor level. If you have
Patreon.
A product, on Patreon, if you have a product, a business, and you've been wanting to be a part of our commercial breaks and sponsorships for, what is it, $80 a month?
$80 a month. That's roughly $10 an episode.
Yeah, and that's a steal, let me tell you. For $80 a month, you can be
doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
And if you want to help my sanity,
you can do the bull dance.
You can do the flow dance and feel the flow.
You can work it.
Links are in the chat. Oh, I needed that vacation.
There is a place nestled in the rolling farmland of southern Middle Tennessee. A home constructed in 1837, nearly lost to the ravages of war. Saved by a servant and a Confederate general. A place where families loved and lost. If walls could talk, what stories could be told? If a place, a home, can feel love, loss, pain, surely this is one of those places. Nearby is a more recent structure, and inside are the stories of heroes and heroines, stories of battles won and lost, stories of sacrifices made by the people of its native soil. A place that will tell the true and complete story of the Southland and the war fought for its freedom. From the causes that led to the conflict to the modern-day struggles to protect Southern history. Historic Elm Springs and the Confederate Museum at Elm Springs are the general headquarters for the Sons of Confederate Veterans. A place where the story of the Southland and its historic struggle is preserved and told. Come and discover your history.
So yes, if you want to stay up to date on everything we're doing over here at SCV Chat, please go check out scvchat.com. And if you want to support us and help us continually make new content, you can check us out and be a Patreon member for $10 a month, or if you want to be a sponsor for the show, $80 a month. And yes, Eric is right. A fundraiser will be happening at the National Reunion. Shooting me, moose hunt thing. All the money will go to General Forrest's last ride.
Are you going to be in the moose outfit again?
No.
That
was horror for everybody.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. It might fit.
Actually,
I've lost 30 pounds, but I broke it. I ripped it doing it. So unless Todd Owens has said he has me a new one, so we'll see.
And hey, I've got an update. John Blankenship, the commander of the Tennessee Division, he has a 1999 medal, and he's going to donate that to the museum. So
good job, John.
Thank you, Commander John.
Can't beat that.
No, breaking news here on chat.
Who has other things they want to give away?
Do you?
Where's James Patterson when you need him?
Actually, I do want to point out he's on the show. Eric, you should bring a T-Rex suit because someone, a certain past commander-in-chief, has agreed to wear one. So let's all shoot Jason with one.
That's not fun.
But shooting me is fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It was pretty fun.
You enjoyed it way too much, Adam.
Not as much as your dad did.
Adam had a blast.
Adam shot me in the forehead.
Adam tried shooting you somewhere else.
And that's only because I moved, because Adam used it as a machine gun. Adam just kept boom, 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 boom. Adam, it was one shot.
I laid the money down. I was ready to go.
I had to hide behind the stage away from Adam. Adam was vindictive.
And Kayla, surprisingly, didn't want to do it.
That was the shock of the trip, that Kayla didn't want to do it. She wanted to do it after my oratory speech.
It's a good thing you did it before the oratory.
I feel like I would have been in so much pain if I did it after. Luckily, I hope this year we do it before as well.
Oh, we will.
Good. So I won't get shot for what I'm going to say.
Oh, you will.
Oh, I will. Someone will buy shots afterwards just to shoot me. That's fine. It's okay.
It's what everybody wants.
It's what everybody wants.
It's what SCV Chat wants, but what the Confederation needs.
What SCV Chat wants? 50% of the chat wants it. The other 50 does not. 50% wanted it to be over after last year.
You said that you would do it.
I would do it for my namesake, yeah. But after this year, and then you kept adding to it.
It's for the kids.
It's for
it's for the kids, dude. Hey, that is a great idea for the cadet program.
You get to shoot kids. Moose. I don't know how I feel about the cadets just getting to run around me and shoot me.
I'm in favor.
I didn't have that when I was a cadet, so let's not give them that option.
We should.
I'm never going to get out of the moose hunt, am I?
No, you're not.
Nope.
I'm just going to start hiding before the oratory contest.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. All right, Adam. We have a couple more pictures here, and they're beautiful. They're breathtaking. So I'll let you take it away.
All right. Well, like I said, this past Saturday we had a rental at Elm Springs. The grounds were rented by the Center of Hope, which is a charity here in Columbia, and they had their annual whiskey and cigar event. I forget what they call it, but it was basically whiskey tasting. Cigar was there, and they also had wines and other things, and it was a very successful event. Had several people there, and the finale for the event was a fireworks display. Here are some of the pictures from that, and Kayla ran over and got a picture. I wanted some behind the museum so we could see them, and she ran over and got those. And while she was there getting this picture, I was over by General Forest trying to get some pictures there, and other people have given me their pictures as well. So one of our county commissioners was there, took that one, and I think Eric Pravetti took this one, and he's also one of our county commissioners. And I think I took this one and this one, and that one really makes it look like General Forest is in battle. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
So just the event turned out great, and we had a really some good pictures to share on our social media, and hope everybody enjoyed seeing those.
It looked like a very fun and successful event.
Yep, it makes me want to shoot off more fireworks out there.
I actually have a firework contact.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
The plot thickens.
I've got two great friends that sell fireworks. In fact, I got to go and see one of them tomorrow. Trying to get some stuff for the 4th.
Or we could just have a reenactment and shoot Roman candles at each other. I think that would be fun too.
I've been there, done that. Have a couple of scars from
Everybody
it.
could use more scars, though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've got them too. I'm covered in scars. I had a fun childhood.
Yeah.
Hey, if you get one across the face, it adds to your character. I've been told that.
They just bounce off. Roman candles are bad.
Yeah. They don't hurt.
Todd Owens says bottle rockets are better. Now, that's how you lose an eye, Todd. And we don't want to do that.
Yeah, an eye for an eye leaves a whole moose blind.
Yes, scars build character. I was told that the one I have right here built the character y'all see today.
Then
again, I did grow facial hair to cover it up, so whatever you say.
That is something.
Yeah.
So y'all ready for National Reunion?
I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Very, very interested in the different reports from the different committees and things of that nature. I'm excited that I actually get to. I don't know if I'll be in the meeting room for most of it or not. If I'll have to. I know that's up to the Army commanders about working the different like the different tables and stuff like that. So I do enjoy the I say bureaucracy, but the little bit of bureaucracy that comes with National Reunion.
Yeah.
I know.
I think this is I think everybody should go to at least one reunion. I think everybody should go to all of them. It's a great time. It's a reunion for us to get together with our friends and our SCV family. And yeah, Eric, we covered that earlier. Bring your credentials forms and make sure they're signed off by your commander and your adjutant, and have your ID ready. And that's one of the main things, just to make things smooth. If you need anything out of HQ right now, we're trying to get ready for reunion. So we're zeroed in, trying to get ready for that. Eric and his crew are getting ready with awards. They're wrapping that up. All the awards that were submitted for commendation, distinguished, hundreds of those. So they've been busy doing that. So it's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes for reunion. It's a very busy time for us. I have a budget committee tomorrow night, budget committee meeting tomorrow night to go over the first round of our budget. And then it will go to the pre-reunion GEC meeting, which is on Wednesday. And then Thursday, it will be presented to the full floor.
Right.
So
which is always fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's good. Everybody needs to know where their dues money goes. I mean, this is everybody's organization. They need to know where everything goes.
Oh, I agree. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, the old thing about voting. If you don't show up and you don't care, then don't complain when it is when something happens that you don't like.
Yeah.
And the big thing about our budget this year is we have put in the budget to have staffing on Saturday. So the museum will be open every Saturday if the budget passes.
Well, see, that's what I was kind of, one of the things I was hoping for, because that's one of the big things that everybody talks about is, I try to go to the museum and it's always closed on Saturdays, and it's hard for me to be able to do that, and everything that goes along with it. So
there were three things that Commander Candy wanted to put in this year's budget. One was to make sure we were open on Saturdays, and one was to increase an advertising budget. And I forget which the third one was, but
it's in there.
It's in there.
I put it all in there, but we're ready to go. Of course, we don't have the museum debt anymore, so we don't have to pay that mortgage payment every month. So we do have a decreased budget. Yeah, the bank note. We still have to pay ourselves back, but that money is in the budget already. So we do have a decreased budget this year, which is a change because it usually goes up every year.
Right.
Even with all the things that we've added to it this year, it's still a decreased budget. So
that is a major positive.
Yes, it is. And hopefully it will be and I'm sure it is. This group in Houston has done a great job in preparing for this reunion. I know it will be a good time with everybody there, and I'm looking forward to going and seeing Houston. My parents lived there before I was born, so I'd like to see where they lived for a short while before coming back to Culleoka.
And then having a Boston Terrier that gets ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, things just keep getting worse for me. I mean, go to Sonic and see my mother taking her dog out for ice cream, and think about all the time she did not take me out for ice cream when I was little.
And then Kayla's leaving you to your own devices for a couple of days while she goes on a trip, and
that's scary.
Hopefully, you'll have the Culleoka band out playing when the First Lady returns.
Yes, he has to. He's
we'll
got the money.
We'll get those strings out there because we don't have any violins here in Culleoka.
Wait, it's not a brass band?
Well, we don't have any brass instruments here in Culleoka. Not the strings.
They'd scare the mules.
That's great.
Cause the melons to go sour.
That's right. I have to go out and play for the fields at night.
Lord, it's getting thick. I did find I was doing some genealogy work on my significant other, And we had, when we were up in Columbia for Forest Boyhood, or in that area, we went to McGavock Cemetery. Adam, did you know there are 2 McGavock cemeteries in Franklin?
Was there the McGavock Confederate Cemetery and the McGavock Family Cemetery? Or there are 2 different McGavock families?
There's 2 different McGavock families. There's so fun fact, if you just type in your GPS McGavock Family Cemetery, because you're thinking they're like right beside each other, they're not. One is in a residential neighborhood. And if you go there, bunch of pretty houses. I'll give them that. But it will confuse the fire out of you. But her ancestor was actually killed at Franklin and is buried at the McGavock Cemetery, Confederate Cemetery, in an unknown grave. So we did not know that before we got there, or else we would have, made better plans for it. But still, really cool to find that for her.
Was he in the Mississippi or troops or Tennessee troops?
He was a Mississippi 3rd Sergeant in Company D of the 30th Mississippi. There were 3 brothers. That particular unit served completely in the Army of Tennessee. So, in 1863, there were 2 armies in the Western Theater. There was the Army of Mississippi that was at Vicksburg, and there was the Army of Tennessee. And Mississippians were in both armies. And this one was part of, I believe, Walthall's brigade. I'm pulling this from memory. And they fought at Chickamauga, Lookout Mountain, or was it Lookout Mountain? Or Chattanooga. And they did all the things. Anyway, the one brother ended up being captured at, I think, Missionary Ridge. Haven't gone on Fold 3 to fully check yet. Another one, her actual great-grandfather, he enlisted in 62, and his youngest son, named Jefferson Davis, after the president, was born a month after he left home. Just shows the dedication of our ancestors. Anyway, during the assault, I think it was the night assault, portion of Franklin, he was killed, and he does not have, from everything I can find on Find a Grave, a actual marker. So he's in the unknown section.
Yeah. It's still pretty cool. You can take her there and show her that.
Yeah. So we actually, we stopped there, and I was explaining, how this is the saddest portion of the cemetery because they're unknown. And she's like, "Oh, that is sad." And then, find out, that was one of, her 3rd great-grandfather is one of those unknown. Yeah. But it also gave her she said it gave her a little bit of a deeper appreciation for what we fight for. So,
well, good. Well, dues. Remember our dues. You have until July 31st to pay your dues, because on August 1 you become delinquent. So your dues year ends July 31st. So send in your SCV dues to your camp and camp adjutants. Get those into headquarters as soon as you can. Now there's usually a 1 month grace period in August, but in September you're too late. You'll have a $5 penalty assessed to your dues. So I'm glad to see that reminder in here. And remember, July 31st ends our year. That's the end of our budget year. So August 1, you become delinquent. You have that month is kind of a grace period, but that's really a grace for us because we're supposed to be processing all of your dues during that month. So they need to be at headquarters by July 31st.
Yeah, so, and camp adjutants can still pay online, right?
Yes.
So there's, go ahead and
take advantage of Salesforce and use all those. That makes it a whole lot easier. And if you have not done any adjutant trainings, and I know we're not doing any right now because of reunion and dues period, but if you're a new adjutant, get with Eric Privetti and sign up for the adjutant training. That will really help you.
Yes. Are we still selling the flash drives up at headquarters?
There are. You can get with the sales office, and they will sell you a flash drive with that training on it.
So even though we're not doing them live right now, you can still partake in the training electronically.
Absolutely. And if you really don't want to worry about dues, you can always become a life member too. So sign up for your life membership.
And remember, we also have the conditional life membership where you can break it up in a payment plan. Because some people, myself, did that. And I'm in the I think it's the most expensive of the not tax bracket. I wish the most expensive of the dues bracket. So, what I did is I broke it up over, I think I did 5 payments or 4 or 5 payments. And, then you're a life member, but you still have to pay your normal dues on top of that. So.
Yep. Absolutely right. That's an easy way to get that done. Just break it up into installments and become a life member.
That's how I did it. It took a while.
Yeah, but I know the Samuel H. Poe camp is extremely grateful that they have a new adjutant.
Oh gosh, the camp commander of the Samuel H. Poe camp is extremely grateful that they have a new adjutant. We're just going to throw him on the bus and keep on running.
I mean, it takes a special man to decide to be adjutant and division commander at the same time.
Yeah, it would. Well, actually, that man is not our camp adjutant.
Oh, who's your camp adjutant?
Another one of my family members.
Oh, did Greg take it back over again?
No, he offered, but he offered it like I was shooting him. But no, Larry Dale did.
Okay.
Yeah, he is our one of our first recruits from the camp when we rechartered, actually. So he wasn't a charter member, but he was the first member that wasn't a charter member, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He joined later in that year, so he's been a member since '93. He's been adjutant before.
Oh, well, then he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, no, he already wants to sign up for the training at headquarters. He wants to learn all about the new stuff that has happened since the last time he'd been adjutant. So I mean, he's doing a great job, doing a better job than the previous adjutant of the camp.
Yeah, it takes a special sort, especially a gullible sort.
It was a very gullible man that was his predecessor. He was told by someone he thought was his friend that it was a great learning position, but
did you
it
learn?
Wouldn't be that hard.
Did you learn something?
I learned. I learned a lot. It was a long 6 years.
Did you learn not to listen to that person anymore?
I wish I could say yes, but then I started a show with that person.
Hey, man.
5 years.
It's been a fun 5 years.
At least I'm not serving my term out as adjutant anymore because Greg voted me in and then made a motion that we should let me be adjutant for 20 years. And Connor, ask me who seconded that motion.
Oh, I know who seconded it.
My own father.
He had faith.
He was laughing.
He had faith in you.
He was laughing. He thought it was hilarious.
Hey, Adam.
Hey.
Do we have anything about Custer in the museum besides the fact that he was a turd?
I don't think we do.
Okay. I just with the next year being the 150th of him losing his scalp with the little bighorn, I may try to see if I can find something.
You should. You should.
Found me some golden locks put in there, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. There's a show back in the day. You and I have talked about it, but it was called "Are You Being Served?" and it takes place in a British apartment store in the 70s and 80s. And it's it's a sitcom, and it's absolutely hilarious if you like English comedies. And it's a men's and women's department store. And in that department store, the young Mr. Grace, the owner, decides that it would be great for everybody to go and serve in other departments and figure out, what they do. And the ladies and gentlemen's department end up going to the children's department, and the salesmen are selling a young fella on a Native American outfit. And one of the big things that running jokes was it'll ride up with wear. But anyway, they asked the dad if the young man needed scalps, and he said, sure. And he said, well, I have the perfect set of scalps here. It's from our Magnificent Seven range. And one of them didn't have a strand of hair on it. And he said, well, that one's bald. And he said, oh, yes, that's Yul Brynner. Love that show.
I'm just happy I finally watched North and South.
Yeah, this one's probably, if Monty Python was over your head, Harrison, there's going to be a lot of this that's over your head.
It's always over my head, Connor.
I'm more of a last of the summer wine guy myself.
All right. Well, we have only a couple more weeks left to National Reunion, so y'all get ready for that. It's going to be a good one. I'm mainly, besides the Alamo and seeing everybody, I'm really looking forward to the food.
Yes.
Texas barbecue and real Tex-Mex and stuff like that. That's going to be. I'm looking forward to that. Are you taking the staff anywhere special?
We usually do. We usually do something. We'll probably go out and have dinner at least one night. But, I don't know. I haven't really looked to see what's there.
There's a really good, interesting pizza place I found that we were looking at, as well as a obviously barbecue as well.
Just real quick, I did pull up the credentials form for everybody. You can fill it out in pen or online now. After you download it, of course, it depends on your computer. But just an example for everybody. Please have this filled out for them. It would make life so much easier on our people. Have your camp commander sign it and your camp adjutant, and let's get it done.
Yeah, it takes only a couple minutes to do it. Especially, if your camp is going to meet between now and then. I won't be able, because I have to work for my camp's next meeting. So I've already talked to my camp's adjutant, and he is going to have it over to me for within the next couple of days. So it's extremely important. I mean, if we had $1 for every time somebody was like, wait, I have to have this form in order to vote. Yes, you have to have the form in order to vote. But I'm not the camp commander. I'm not the camp adjutant. And they didn't sign it for us. Well, call them and get them to email it to you. But bring it ahead of time, and you won't have to call them and figure out emails and everything like that.
Yes. I'm going to bring this one to my camp meeting in July and get my camp adjutant to sign it before we leave.
I mean, you could sign it.
I thought you needed both, so I was just covering my bases.
It's still an either or, right, Adam?
I believe it's either or, yes.
It's just better to go ahead and have them both sign it.
Yeah. Cover your bases, have them both do it.
Yeah. Always CYA.
Yep.
What did we learn from the show tonight? Always expect the unexpected. Sponsor SCV chat so you too can do the bull dance. It rained yesterday, so the grass grew and it's muddy. And always CYA.
I've missed this.
We missed you. I'm sorry I could not host Look Around this past Thursday.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was a last second. We had a tree that we had to take down. And if anybody in the Jackson, Mississippi area needs firewood, let your boy know, because God knows I've got plenty of it. Good oak wood.
Good strong oak.
Yeah. It was struck by lightning a couple years ago and rotted out, and we had already dropped a couple of Widowmakers, and anyway, the tree had to come down and I had to be home for it. So it was one of those, not that I wanted to skip, but it was one of those I had to moments. So
it be like that. It really be.
It do. Sometimes life comes at you fast.
That it does. But we will be having. Actually, I do need to check if we're having. What month is it?
It's July.
So we might have Commander's comments. We might have Look Around. I have been out of touch with everything for about a week, so I don't know.
But you didn't get left on the cruise ship.
Surprisingly. Again, there was 2 attempts to leave me. Both of them just failed.
We wouldn't have let that happen. We just started
I'm left in the Caribbean. The shame.
we would have started a GoFundMe, bring Moose home.
Yeah, because Moose did not have enough money to get another ticket on this thing. Let me tell you, they were happy to be taking me. How much money they charged me? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I will financially recover from this.
What is that off of?
Because I am just a merely broke college student.
You're more than that.
What am I now? What have I upgraded to?
You're Moose.
I am the Moose.
You're the artist formerly known as Moose. All right, that's enough of the silliness. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Red or fried? No Fumar. No Fumar.